Hey, hello. Sorry for the long delay there. Okay, my own stream that I'm looking at was way behind, so I was like, what's going on? There's some oddities. Welcome to Chill Session. Hello, Pink Plush Rush. Hello, Chill Bill. Hello, Aaron. Can I see who else is in here? And me. Okay. So... Hello, Sea Dragon. So, you know, this isn't my regular streaming time, and I've figured... I've had to think about it. I'm going to stream when I feel like it, not necessarily when I'm going to get the most views. Because I don't care about views on this channel. If people want to watch the streams after I've streamed, they can always do that. But it's just streaming at kind of like 7 p.m. for me. Like, that's the end of the day, you know, and then... When I'm finished, it's like 9 or 10. It's just like, eh. Whereas now I'm kind of tired today. I got up very early. I didn't get a lot of sleep. So what happened was I went to sleep quite late. And I had to drop my sister to work this morning. But my phone alarm didn't go off. So I was still in bed. And I was having these crazy dreams where I was like breaking into someone's house. So then my sister was knocking on my door to wake me up, and then in the dream I was hearing knocking on the door, and I was like, oh my god, it's the police. So I woke up like really, and I was like, why was I breaking into somebody's house? So question, when is the 100k Pokemon going to be revealed? So with the chill streams, these are not like, there's no goal to these. Now I do have things I want to do. I'm not promising I'm going to do any of them on stream, but this is more or less just like a way for me to hang out with you guys audibly, so that I'm not typing. And because when I'm typing I can't draw or work on stuff, whereas my voice is a tool that can be used for evil. So I have a few things to do in general. So one is I have 2 more shorts to make this week. The one for Saturday is done. It's been done for a while. And for anybody not in the loop, this is how the channel is going to work this year, I think. This is kind of the structure I wanted to do. But this may vary. I may not stick to it. So the idea is like, let's say Saturdays. Is that illegible? Should I do white instead? Yeah, I think white works better. So let's say every Saturday. So let's say like this is a Saturday, this is a Saturday, this is a Saturday, this is a Saturday. So that's like, that's January, okay? And obviously there are more than 4 Saturdays in some months. So the idea, and I've talked about this before. This is just to update anybody who doesn't know. And also, by the way, if you're on this channel and don't know that I am Dead Bedspread, I am in fact Dead Bedspread. Go sub to the main channel. I don't even feel like I need to push subs on the main channel anymore, because like, we've hit 100k. What's genuinely freaky is 1 million doesn't seem like an impossibility anymore. And I know that's rich. But when you say 100,000 as a 10th of a million, it doesn't seem that scary anymore, you know? Hello, Luke X-Ray. Mr. Mort Mattress is the name I associate with you calling me. Serious idea. So 3 Saturdays out of the month will be shorts. And then the 4th Saturday should be a video. So let's say we have 3 Saturdays here again. Short. Saturday, video. And basically, the way this works is I can take the week before the 1st Saturday to make 3 shorts. Then stagger them over the next 3 Saturdays. And then use that free time for the next 4 weeks to work on the video for the remaining Saturday. Did you get me? Because there's like 2 weeks here where there's no shorts. Like, it's like 13 days without a short. Whereas it's usually like 6 otherwise. So that's the plan anyway. That's the way I want it to work. Now, I might get inspiration to do more than one video at a time. If there is like news revealed and I make a short on the day, let's say we have like... Let's say this now is in like March. Okay? So I just have some regular ass short planned for this. Like Pokemon Fusions, Cosmic Confusion 5. But then like maybe news about the DLC comes out. What I can do then is I can, instead of Fusion Confusion 5 going here, I can move Fusion Confusion 5 to the next week and then just push everything back a week. And then put in whatever news is relevant. Because the thing with all the shorts I'm doing at the moment is they're not particularly relevant to anything. They're not time sensitive. Whereas like the Wiglet one I did with where I predicted Toadscruel, that was on the day that Wiglet was predicted, you know? Like, that kind of short wouldn't make sense to come out right now. Because we've already seen. Yeah, so I do get a lot of comments on those older shorts being like, this makes no sense. And I'm like, look at the upload date. Because people just don't check it. Like, I got a comment on Fuecoco's a horse. Somebody was like, what about its evolutions? I'm like, dude, they didn't exist. We didn't know what they looked like. You like the new avatar? Yes, so that's another thing. My avatar in stream is still my old avatar. So I think we're gonna tackle that first. And by tackle that, I mean literally we're gonna do it like so dog ass backwards. So here's how you draw the new DBS avatar. You do a box. You do another box. Then you line going down, line like that, line like that, line like that, up, down. Ear there. Line from the ear, joins into the sideburn, goes up. 3 hairs going back, head goes down, comes back, connects to the back of the ear, somewhere around there. Tuft of hair at that side, tuft of hair at that side. The ponytail. Then eye, nose now. So I regrew my nose. Mouth. Eyelid, collar, and the dungas. Okay. This is as basic as the chill stream is. Like, I'm not doing anything. Bye? Okay. See you later. But I do have a few things to kind of get started on, so I will talk to you as I'm doing those. Also today, for anybody who isn't on the Discord or Twitter, I did do 2 variations of Paradox Pokemon. The first one is this one, because Talonflame I think is the stupidest name in Pokemon, and then I was like, just call it Flame Talon, and then I'm like, Talonflame's name is literally like if they took Sandy Shocks and called it Shock Sandy, you know? Like, that is how much of a non-name it is. And then the other one I did was an update to our monkey, Primal Punch, because it's what Winston from Overwatch says, and it's also kind of weed, apparently. And both of these guys are fighting fire types. Well, firefighting. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a problem for my brand going forward. After, if the types video starts doing really well. So I put out a video talking about every single Pokemon type in specific orientations. So, like, firefighting types are different to fighting fire types. Is how specific I got. So I feel like I can't say they're both firefighting anymore. I've kind of dug myself into that hole. But sure, it'd be fine. I saw this earlier, they're super cool. It's fun. I just want to, like, doodle fake man and put them on Twitter, you know? I don't feel like everything I do needs to be properly rendered and shit. Do you know what I mean? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this. I'm going to copy it. Then I'm going to go back to this one. I'm going to tilt the head forward slightly. Okay. Then obviously we erase the skull, I suppose. Anything that gets in the way of my looks. But how's everybody doing? What day is it? Is it Monday? I render my fake one. I just posted some flat colors. Yeah, exactly. It's like if you can get the point across, I feel like that's the bottom line. There's this whole pressure on people where it's like, oh, I have to draw in Sugimori style. And it's like, no, you don't. If I draw Pikachu in crayons, you can still recognize it as Pikachu because of the way it's designed. Pokemon design all comes down to design. And this is actually something that we did talk about. So when I was on True Green 7's 4 Artist series, obviously it's not just we start the call and then she's like, oh, go in. Like, we talked a bit beforehand and we all talked a bit afterwards. But afterwards, there was a conversation where I was like, I know that he wouldn't have invited me if he expected me to do the Sugimori style, because I do not do Pokemon in the Sugimori style. So we had like a conversation where it's kind of like, there's no... being drawn in the Sugimori style does not make something a Pokemon. It's the design and the proportions of it that makes it a Pokemon. What does my mouth look like in this when I talk? I am talking, I am talking, I am... Okay. You could draw the Sugimori style, but it'd still not look like a Pokemon. Exactly. I am struggling. You know, I'm putting way too much effort into this thing that's meant to be like a shitpost. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to color them in. And then I'm literally just going to use these two and replace the avatar that's there. Because something I want to do as well as change the entire layout of the stream. I feel a lot of it is taken up by like the background, like the border, which doesn't really add anything. Like my logo isn't even animated, which is kind of ridiculous, given that it is an animated logo. Do you have a ponytail in real life? When I tie my hair up, yeah. Which I do when I am trying to be productive. I don't have one now because I'm chilling. Usually I have 3. I just tie up all my hair at the back. I have a lot of hair. Now, I'm not rendering these properly at all today. We do not care about perfection today. It is literally just... You know when, like, kids... You know when you're a kid and you can just bang out a picture of, like, a whole landscape with dinosaurs and everything, and you don't even think about, like, the composition or anything? That's kind of what, like, a chill stream is. I do not care about the artistic integrity of what I'm doing. It's just an absolute chill sesh. And I will also read your guys' comments. I just realized my windows aren't aligned properly. I should have Discord open as well. Dick Sword, where are you? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Just make sure everybody is behaving. Not that people don't behave. Sometimes there are just too many colors and you cannot remember which one you're meant to be using. I guess you could say I'm a square now. And also there is a new highlight detail in the hair, just to make it less monotonous. Which is all the bits I'm not coloring in. Which matches the secondary color on the buttons on my overalls and the shoes, because you want to get kind of a lot of details in without going ham on colors, if that makes sense. I am entirely confident that I'm talking out my ass, but it's fine. Now I currently look like a waiter because the shirt isn't red. Me jumper. There we go. See, I don't know how much of this is relevant. It's like I don't need like all this down here. You know, it's just my face that we really need. And then, as it is the principles of animation, we have to color it all in again. Which avatar is your favorite? As in my avatar, is there season of Avatar The Last Airbender, or Avatar the James Cameron movies, or... I sense you mean my avatar. I currently like this one because it's the current one, and I wouldn't be using it if I didn't like it. A big part of the avatars for me is self-expression. So it's at the start of the year, it's how I feel. It's the representation of me, you know? So even though the one for 2022, people might have been settling with it, I didn't feel like it represented me anymore. I had outgrown it. I will outgrow this one as well. But something isn't beautiful because it lasts. And I do like the idea that they each kind of like add to like a multiverse sort of, and then I can use them in like videos as like different characters. Like the purple my first one ever consistently comes back as like the audience member, or dumb stupid me. What's my least favorite? My least favorite is probably the first one, because he has square eyes but no glasses. The eyes are just square, and they have like glasses. They have like the glint, the shine of glasses. But that first avatar isn't actually wearing glasses. That first avatar does have legs. There is a pose where you do see the leg. So I had legs all along. I forgot my my stubble. What type is Iron Buns? I haven't decided yet. Oh wait, no, it's normal unknown. Is what a Neo Ambipom was. I think I like the idea of it staying normal, because is it the thing that every paradox form shares one type with its original. Like none of them are a completely different type. And then Ambipom is a mono-normal type, so I feel like a paradox form should be partially normal type. Yes, yes, no, no, yes. Oh my god, legs real. Make my next avatar Shrek. Nope. I will do no such thing. Oh, fucking hell. I don't know if you could hear that, but it just broke my neck, essentially. I've also been doing like a productivity time management kind of class. Because there's kind of a meme, and I think it's unfounded, where it's like Dead Bedstart doesn't upload. It's like, I actually upload a lot. People just don't count shorts. And people think I do shorts out of like some obligation. If anything, I do the videos out of if I had my way, I'd just be doing shorts. I absolutely love them. Because it's like, if I have an idea, there always used to be this pressure where it's like, oh, you need to extend it to take up 10 minutes, you know? But with a short, it's like, okay, if you have an idea, now you just need to shrink it down into 58 seconds. Less than 58 seconds, because there's the intro and the outro, which take about 4 seconds each. Like, not each, but between them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to export the two of these. Let me try doing a stroke around this, see if it looks diabolical. If I do black, will that make it weird? Yeah, okay. It's a bit weird. I'll do a white one. Let's make it like 20. Then let's copy layer style. Paste that in the other one. Shorts are really good to just get more simple ideas across on a shorter time frame. Yeah, because it's like, there's a whole pressure with like long form stuff where you have to be engaging for like, you have to explain the idea and then get people to stay there, you know? If you make a Shrek fake one, I'll be happy. Well, I'm afraid you will be unhappy until the end of time, because I have no intention of making a Shrek fake one. Avatar 23. Let's call this F1. And let's call this F2. And they seem easier to make, question mark. They are way easier to make. Because even if it's super duper intense, there's only a certain speed you can say things at before it becomes illegible. And See, there's two words now. There's legible, which means easily read. And then there's another one which means can't be heard. And I can't think of what the word is. Unintelligible, I think, is the one I'm trying to say. There's only so much time in a short that you can reasonably fit things into. So on that aspect, they're way easier. Because it's like, I can bang out a short in a day. Easy. In fact, I want to start getting like 2 or 3 out in a day. Because it's just, I like making them. People like watching them. I have genuinely been thinking about the rest of the lyrics for the Slitherwing Barney song. I genuinely might end up doing it. I have ideas for certain holidays down the line, certain videos for certain holidays. I have my Halloween videos planned. Like, I feel like I'm very on top of things, which is really nice. What do I need to do now? I need to open VadoTube. Okay, there we go. You're gonna see all my dialogue boxes pop up now. Okay, state 2, state 3, state 4. Let's save this as Avatar Vado Mini. Okay. Yes. Delete state, delete state, delete state, delete state. Oh, hang on. Okay, I'm gonna be shocked now for like 3 seconds. I forgot to do a thing. I am just gonna shake violently in rage. And yes, my eyelids are way too high up. Than where they should be, but I forgot that I have to do the blinking as well. It makes me seem more human. Okay, so I knew there's an extra step to this that I forgot. So quick export. Let's say F3, and we'll call this F4. Cool. Okay. So now I go in. I'm gonna change the blinks first, because I think it's gonna be funnier. And I'm stuck in a freeze frame, gasping. Could not load image file. Oh, they're too big. What the hell? Okay. So let me open a new canvas, I guess. This has definitely been a process. A lot more in depth than I would have thought. F4 to F1. Okay. Okay. Let me close this. I'm in class and secretly watching the stream. They're talking about eating frogs. How are you listening to me? Just let you wear headphones in class now? Can I explain why Sprigatito is a centipede? Sprigatito is a centipede because centipedes have legs and Sprigatito also has legs. Cats don't actually have legs in their mouth. Yeah, so the Sprigatito centipede thing was... I think Sea Dragon, you actually gave me the idea. And it's because before Sprigatito... When Sprigatito was announced, there was the whole discourse about it standing up. So then it was a meme from... It won't stand on 2 legs, it won't stand on 4 legs, it'll stand on 100 legs. Just to throw everybody off. And also, centipedes are bugs. Sprigatito is a cat. Centipedes look like caterpillars. So, that would have been the whole joke. I feel like there's an onus on me now, though, when Gen 10 is revealed. Or if there's, like, new DLC Pokemon. Imagine if, like, halfway through this generation, they just revealed a second batch of starters. Oh my god, imagine if they revealed a second batch of starters, and the Fire-type one was one of the Zodiac animals, and then people are like, Gen 9 starters still have Zodiac. Oh. I would lose my mind. I would lose my goddamn mind. Okay, so all those are saved as the right size now. So I can open VadoTube again. Hello. Yeah, get that one out of my head. Change image. Blink. So now this should be very... He just pops up when I'm... That's bananas. Then we can do the close mouth blink. which is this, and he's going to start popping in twice as much as I talk. And then I'm going to do the talking one, which is going to make it even worse. Hello, yes, I'm dead bedspread. I'm rapidly morphing into a new creature. And there we go. I am... Oh, but he's way too frantic. Hang on. We need to get, like, vibing and bouncy. No, not bouncy. Excited, nervous, static, vibing, shaking. Maybe it is bouncy. If I talk now, does this seem right? Does this seem what it was? Anyway. So what I can do then, in OBS, because I'm like a weird creature with no arms at the moment. Scene, PNG tuber avatar. There we go. I can drag that and make that a bit less crazy. And then I'm gonna very, very slowly fade between them. I am fading in. This is very weird. Ooh, I am the guy who does the thing. Blah. God, that's a slow fade. Zodiac theory is always proved wrong because Cyndaquil was never a rat. Yes, but its dex category is the fire mouse Pokemon, and there's a yokai that's like a fire rat, and there's a whole thing about it. But Baikoko is 100% absolutely a crocodile, so all you snake chicken theorists, if I don't get a horse, you don't get anything, so. And honestly, Gen 9 has been the reason why I've stopped doing Fake Man recently, just because it's like, what do I even do, you know? He's weird. Okay. So, we can close this. So I don't need that. Then we can bring up our nice blurry Area 0 background. Which I intentionally blurred. That's not what it looks like in game, even though it's very non-detailed. So I have a lot of things I need to do. So I'm going to lay those out for y'all. Oh, okay. Just so everybody's on the same page. And ultimately, it is unimportant. All this stuff. So, first thing, well, not first thing I need to do, but for the next video, I do need to make 2 new avatars. 2 new sets of avatars. And you'll be like, what the fuck? You just made a new avatar. And the reason being is I want to do, I want to do an update to Small Guy. Fennekin isn't part of the Zodiac, but Fennekin is a fox, and foxes are part of the canine family. That one I feel people get irate about, and it's like, foxes are dogs. They are technically different animals. You wouldn't have a fox as a dog. You wouldn't have a wolf. You wouldn't have a fox as a pet. You wouldn't have a wolf as a pet either, but nobody gets as anal with that. Cyndaquil was one of the only breaks in the Zodiac theory we got for Fuecoco. True. Hello, RPG, by the way. An imposter skit. Not quite. But I need to do 2 of these. So, it's going to be an update to Small Guy. I don't know if it's going to be like a... I don't know if it's going to be like a... I don't think it's going to replace Small Guy, because, like, iconic. Pretty much. But we'll see. Nobody gets what? Anal. Nobody gets anal about it. I wonder how well fire starter food mascot theory could hold up. Well, Charizard. Immediately. What? Can you eat Charizard? Update small fan. Okay, so then the other thing is I need to finish pillows or dead bed bug. As we called it. Which is a fake mon that represents me and my subscribers as a community. I have to make a fire starter that's an object mon to crush the zodiac theory once and for all. A toaster, perhaps? I'm gonna do a fairly rough recollection of what this guy looks like. Yes, so on the day I hit 100k, I did a stream on the main channel where we decided what would I do for, I had three options. There was, like, do an Into the Spider-Verse style, poster for all of my avatars. There was design me as a champion with 6 of my fake man throughout the channel's history. Or there was design a fake man that represents 100k. So the idea is that this little guy is a convergent pillow who's a bug. And it can swarm together into 3 different forms. The first one being duvet inspired. The second one is obviously dread spread. But with 4 arms, oh my god. Holy Moses. And I'm thinking this would be like 25% form, 50%, and then 100 is me. But as like Mothman. Which I do need to redesign. Because I felt it didn't feel like legendary enough. But they kind of stand on their wings. Because DBS as a concept never touches the floor. It'd be like the Zygarde quest from Sun and Moon, but a bed. Exactly. And I guess you would need to find 100,000 of them to make that final form. The community are all dead and bugs. Well, no, it's because if my name is Dead Bedspread, then I suppose my subscribers would be the dead bed bugs. I guess. And I know that this isn't how percentages work, but fuck it. Maybe just 100 of them. Yeah, it represents 100, not 100k. Okay, it's fine. Telling my kids these are Zygarde. I also really want a bug starter. Yeah, it'd be cool, wouldn't it? I think either type that isn't flying... I think... flying. I think either the types that isn't grass. Because that's 2 double weaknesses out the gate. Doesn't... And, like... Flying is such a common attacking type early on. And then fire is pretty common late game, so... I feel like inanimate object man's got a bad rap. A lot of popular ones are ghost type, and it seems that's the only way they can be popular. Me when Metagross isn't ghost and is a robot. Yeah, but I suppose Metagross isn't an object, if that makes sense. I don't hate object man. I can't think of one off the top of my head. that isn't ghost type. Because I'm thinking of like Sandygast. I love Sandygast as well. What's an object mon that isn't ghost type? I know they exist. There's just 1,008 Pokemon. In fact, I think there's actually over 3,000 Pokemon if you take all the different forms into consideration. Like, Rotom is just one Pokemon, but it counts as 6. Meowth is just one Pokemon, but it counts as 3. Technically 4, if you count the G-Maxes as separate things. Klefki. Oh, Klefki's awesome. He's just a little dude. Okay, so I need to update Small Fam. Finalize the 100k, man. I will add a caveat with the above here that it is for a video. It's for the February video. New stream layout. So I already alluded to this. Let me see. If we can do anything regarding this right now. Logo22.psd. What is this? Whatever could this be? This is confusing. Final. Okay. Because I made this all as segments. So it's rather confusing to remember what goes where. So let's say final S. P-R-E-A-D. So final. Okay. Fire. Fire. How many frames of fire do I have? Is it 4? Could have sworn it was 3. That's it, everyone. That's it, everyone. Okay, I guess there's 4 frames of fire. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is export this as, I'll call this L1. Export this as L2. I'll explain what I'm doing once it's done. Export L3. I just want to see if it works. And L4. Save this. What dimensions are you? Image size 2000 by 2000. Okay, so what I can do now is I can make a new thing. It's 2000 by 2000. File. No, we don't want to place it that way. That's stupid. We want to open it up separately. Find those 4 things I just did. Drag them in. Hit enter 4 times. There we go. They're all there. Remove the background. Window. Timeline. Create frame animation. Go over here. Say make frames from layers. And now that. Why are you wibbling? Yeah, one of them is wiggling. Yeah, the 2 and the sides are different for whatever reason. Okay, so I'm now gonna export that as a GIF. Okay. And for whatever reason, Photoshop's GIF output mode is horrible. It looks like it was designed in the year 2000. And I know you guys can't see it. So you'll have to bear with me. What did I even save that as? Oh, I just saved it as untitled. I'm so basic. Okay. Now, let me see. Can I add this into my source? I can. Okay. Awesome. Oh, that's ideal. Okay. Unbelievable. Okay. I should have done this ages ago. So we can delete that. Yes, I want to remove it. And then I can take this. And suddenly there will be motion. Let's fade it in really slowly like we did last time. The logo is beginning to move. It's very stupid and crazy. Yeah, that's how animation works, kids. It's it's not something I can explain right now, but once you kind of get the concept of it works. Wow, look at that. That's crazy. The stream seems so much more alive right now because the logo is animated. Crazy shit. Wowee. Guess who's back? Me. I'm back. Where's my pen? Oh, there's my pen. So it's a new stream layout. So, new stream avatar, which we have already made progress on. So if I zoom in here, and let's say we get... Can I get a screenshot of my stream? Of course I can. Why am I acting like a dope? Okay. I'm gonna grab a screenshot of my stream. A stream shot, if you will. Okay. What? That is small as fuck. Okay, anyway. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna copy that and I'm gonna move it over there. Okay, so I wanna work with this one here because it's easier to be seen. And we're gonna... Okay, so like in regards to what's important in the stream, it's usually gonna be things I'm doing. Which means that like all of this, not so much at this side, but like all of this is just being taken up for no reason. Do you know what I mean? Lime, you did not just realize the avatar's head is a cube. You've been talking about my box head for months. So basically what I'm thinking is we take this area here and we simply just make it bigger. Because it's like, okay, here's the thing. If I drop this for a second. Actually, I don't need to drop that because we have it over here. I know the image quality is really ass. What does this say? What is that? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me what that says. Okay? Because, like, I can't read. I'm illiterate. I'm illiterate. I'm unintelligible. I'm illegible. What does this say? If you need a hint, it's also on the screen you're watching. It says Dead Bedspread. Why does it say Dead Bedspread here as well? I know it's because, hey, these are my socials under the name Dead Bedspread. But it fucking says Dead Bedspread. So it's like, there's just loads of space that the music is way too emotional for this kind of rant. So I'm thinking like, you know, we could do logo. Logo's still here. The flame is up here. It's not terribly distracting. It can go off screen. Then I maybe have like the 4 socials. Just whatever my socials are kind of like popping here. I might do like a GIF. I might do like GIFs and shit, like I've done with the thing where it's like every so often, like they'll like swap around or flip around or do something funky. Then you can still have my face over here. That's me. And then you can just see everything I'm doing, like, way better. Because everything will be bigger. The Patreon Discord description thing is kind of silly. But I might do, like, a thing that kind of scrolls across the screen. Saying, hey, this is my secondary channel, subscribe to Dead Bedspread. Or, like, an occasional, like... I might attach it to a button. Where just Dread Spread, like, walks across the screen. Something funny like that. But it's just, there's a lot of space. That doesn't need to be, that doesn't need to be there, you know? And also, I want to have the background kind of moving a little bit. Like, a few, like, effects. Very subtle. Like, you could imagine the background I have now being a little bit animated, I guess. I think I animated it for the Tank Runner collab. I could be wrong. But I do remember it moving somehow. So, I want to update the stream layout just to be a little bit more... Hey, here's the stream, you know? It does... all this stuff on the side is irrelevant, pretty much. And I can't really think of anything else I put on stream. Because on Twitch, you have, like, the whole, like... Somebody subbed, blah, 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 blah. I don't get that, because the second channel is too small for super thanks, I think. But I don't expect it either. So I'm not prepared for it, I guess. Pokemon piano music. Okay, how long is this? 3 hours. Easy peasy. Okay, perfecta. Perfecta. Did I advertise that I was streaming on Twitter? I did. Cool. Nice. Okay. So I thought that's 4 things I have to do. I'm gonna make this bigger again. Say 1, 2. Let's say 3, because all this is stream shite. These avatars are for a video. This thing is for 100k. And I'm very glad to safely say, I think it's safe to say, that I will not drop back below 100k. There was a bit of turbulence once I hit it, and I uploaded the video, and people were like, hey, you're only on 99.9, and I was like, because I'm sure there were a few people who wanted to do a bit of trolling, but ultimately we powered on through in the end. I'm just gonna head over to Dead Bedspread. Oh, that's my phone going off. I think it needs to be charged, actually. No, it doesn't. What do I need to do? I need to... Yeah, I was going to check YouTube. No, I want to check my email. Because I like being honest. With my audience in regards to, like, how YouTube works. So I still don't... When did I reach 100k? I reached 100k on the 26th, I believe. Yeah, January 26th is when I hit 100k. And then people are like, oh, did you get your play button yet? And it's like, you actually, there is a waiting period. And I think it's the case that you have to, like, because, you know, you could hit 100k and then everybody could unsubscribe. So I think there may have been something where, like, I hit 100k and then... Because it has... Whenever you hit, like, a milestone on YouTube, in your creator studio, it'll say, like, hey, you hit this, or you've this many subscribers, or you got a lot of views. But there's been nothing there for 100k yet. So when I Googled, like, what is it? There is eligibility. One of the things is the country you live in. Now, I don't think being in Ireland excludes me from it, because then it's like, put in your username. And it said... you need to hit 100k first. And I was like, I've hit 100k. So I think what it is, there was kind of like a timeline about 10 days. So I think I have to wait 10 days after hitting 100k and being at 100k consistently. And then they'll be like, okay, you're actually at 100k now, you can get the thing. And it is also free. I thought I had to pay for the silver play button, but I don't. If I want to get more of them, I have to pay for them. But honestly, I just want the one. Okay, so I'm going to put this one as 4. It's not on... I have like a list written down in like my notebook. And I was thinking of doing this on stream anyway. So, it is no secret to the nation that DBS Dead Bedspread has sold out. A minute and a half of a 29-minute video was a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. And honestly, everybody didn't lose their minds. There are a few people who were like, ugh, but I'm like, guys, just tap the side of the screen 9 times. It's the same with every ad. Like, I watch people, I get the ads, I skip the ads. You know, it's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do. So what I want to do is, if anybody is familiar with Kid Icarus, and if not, I would absolutely recommend watching him because he's a fucking saint of a content creator. And I am planning, nothing's confirmed yet, but I am planning on doing more sponsorships. I would like to create some sort of ad character that can like come on screen, is still voiced by me, but will make the ad reads more entertaining. So for example, Kid Icarus has Sponse, which is a sentient kite, and it's not a stigma, it's the sword. The stipulation is when he is contacted about doing an ad, he does it as a certain... Yeah, Grunty Boy. Grunty Boy is exactly what I'm talking about. It's a character that does the ad read instead of me doing the ad read, but is still voiced by me. Basically, yeah, I completely forgot about Grunty Boy because I just prefer the way Caddy does it. Now, this is going to be a thing down the line, I think. I don't think it's right now. The only thing I have thought of so far, and it's just taking things I already have that are already a thing in my community, is... Chatter's name has ad right in the middle of it. So. I don't know. And then it could be like a lore thing where he's been like, I've been so lonely for thousands of years. Give me anything to do. But I would absolutely be up for doing that on stream, because obviously if it's my audience who's getting annoyed that I'm doing ads, I would like to make a character that my audience would like. I'm not going to not do ads, so you can just get used to it if it's something that you don't like. But I'm willing to compromise in us both making in us helping each other to make a character. And then if it's like a product... Because Caddy was saying there's like a disingenuousness to certain sponsorships. You will notice in the Raid sponsorship, I never said I played the game, you know, and I wouldn't have said that if they had asked me to, because I don't. I just said what the game is. So if it's a sponsor I do in the future that I'm not particularly fond of, but they offer me a lot of money, I can kind of joke around with this character. But then if it's something that like I'm actually passionate about, for example, I'd love to get sponsored by Audible, because I think I don't read good. I like cannot read a book, but I can absolutely listen and watch movies and shit. And I think it'd be great to have on while like drawing or editing. So if Audible wanted to sponsor me, I'd be like, fuck yeah. And then I'm like, when I'm passionate about something, I feel like that's when I'm most entertaining. I got a comment on my newest video being like, this man is ADHD defined, and I was like, yes. Because who else would get passionate about every single Pokemon type in different orientations in the Pokestar Studios, guys, bar me, right? A lot of people would. But yeah, I am absolutely willing to come up with an ad read character with you guys on stream. Chatter, I feel, is the most suited to it. My only issue right now is saying his name and getting the joke across. Is it like, do you do like, hey, it's me, Chatter? Or do you go like, Chad, wink wink, or dirt? So, I would just need to figure that out. And I know, obviously, you have, like, Grunty Boy has nothing in his name to do with I am a sponsorship character. But it's just through association. So I feel like if after Chatter appears, like, twice, you'll get the gist. And then they'll say... Because this whole thing is he's cheesy. So it'll be absolutely cheesy. And then in an email, I'll be like, yes, by the way, your ad read will be done by a sentient cheese minotaur. Is that cool? So I need to figure out all that stuff. But for the moment, I don't have any sponsorships planned. I've definitely been contacted about them. I just don't have any other long form. See, here's the thing. And I will be completely honest with you guys regarding... because I already talked about how I would only be doing shorts if I wanted to. So... This music is so sad for what I'm about to say. So, with the 100k subscribers, there's a little bit of imposter syndrome, but not in the way you'd expect, okay? I have absolutely earned those 100k subscribers myself. The issue is that I have earned them mostly from shorts. So therefore, my videos, my long-form videos, don't do nearly as well as they should for somebody of my size. And I was thinking about it if YouTube suddenly came along and they were like, oh, well, these are your normal subscribers and these are your short subscribers, and they split it into two groups, I would drop down to like less than 20. I might drop down to less than 10k, honestly. Because I don't know how many. There's no way to track. Well, I guess there is actually. But I can't do it right now because I'm on DBS, not Dead Spread. I should look at that, I think. I'm sure there's a metric to show where people subscribe from. But I know it's the shorts feed. Because the channel has like 36.7 million views. In terms of its videos. Everything with millions of views are the shorts. So it's like it just makes sense. So... with ads, you can't really do an ad in a short, because a short is a minute at most. So I'd be like, Pokemon Fusion's causing me confusion. Tandemouse is kind of weird, because it's like, it's married or some shit, but it's got kids. Are these actually kids, or are they more partners? Is it polygamous? Is it polyamorous? Or polyamorat? You know, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, by the way, play Raids, Shadow Legends. Like, you don't have time in a short to fit in an ad. So then there's also a feeling of you don't get the validation. And I know this is like super, it's not tacky. It's a very first world problem where I'm like, oh, I have 100,000 subscribers. Yet my new video, which I feel like is very regular Pokemon fan oriented, you just can't, you can't do anything. Or what am I saying? Like, that video only is... it is less than 8,000 views. Okay. Somebody is hammering something. Okay, sorry, that was very distracting. The only reason the shorts work so well is because they're promoted by the joke called YouTube algorithm. Actually, I would debate the only. Because a lot of people make shorts that don't do well. The reason my shorts work so well is because they're fucking hilarious. And I hit the ground running with them. Sorry, I'm just reading. I suffered the long form vids almost a year ago. The shorts, well, fun. I enjoyed the long form content more. Yeah, so like, I feel like if my regular content just got more views, I wouldn't be having this problem. So it's like with the shorts, because remember, this is a chill stream. I'm not concerned about getting shit done. We are having a chat. We're having a talkie. Maybe I should call it like DBS's fireside chat or something. The skip it about and that. My brain is turned off. Can you guys hear that? No, my brain's completely off. What the hell was I even saying? Oh yeah, so if I look at like my long form videos, which I'm gonna do right now, holy shit, me and Bludgeon's Reggie video is 30,000 views. I had no idea. If something gets 10,000 views at this stage, I'm happy. Sorry, I need to check what the fuck this is. It's the little man. It's small guy is running around in my attic, and all my previous avatars are conspiring to bust through the wall and kill me. So what I was saying was, there is kind of an effort put in versus payoff, okay? And you can make... I do make YouTube videos for fun, but now there is also that added element of... there's always one... there's always a thing with... If you are putting content online, no matter what it is, if you are an Instagram... if you're an Instagram... oh, hello, Welch. While you're here, and we typically don't need it, but I think once I make you one, it keeps you as one. I'm just gonna make you a moderator. So I know you are in the main channel as well, so... typically, here's super chill anyway, but just in case, there's like a fucking sexy robot bouncing around chat. Luke X-Ray is one of my fans forever. Yeah, you've been following me on Instagram for a hot minute. I don't post on Instagram that much anymore. I want to. I'm gonna post the stupid paradox forms I drew earlier on Instagram, just the way they are. Because again, I don't feel like everything needs to be perfect in regards to content. You know, it's just like, or like output. Anyway, what I was saying, if you are putting anything online, let's say it's art on Instagram, it's a post on Twitter, it's a video on YouTube, you want people to look at it. You wouldn't have put it online if you didn't want people to look at it. If you wanted it just for you, you would have written it down in a book, your diary, you know? I am pretty confident in saying that things are put online to get views, you know? So then, with YouTube, there is an expectation based on the amount of subscribers you have, because people are subscribed to watch your videos. So then when you make videos and people don't watch them, you're like, So with me, a lot of people have subscribed for shorts. And what I might do with the types video is actually make a short from that, because I did that before with the crossbreeding video, and I think that may have gotten more people to go over and check it out. So I might do a test with this. I might make a short for like 50 seconds of the first types video. I might do like the flying type segment, where UFO 2 or UFO or whatever it is. So I might do a test with this. But the point I'm getting at is, let's say we look at the Phantom video doesn't count because that one actually did well. If the Phantom video did not do well, I would not be making long form content, and I'll explain why. So I'll go through my videos one by one. So Tank Runners one has done pretty well, but that video we recorded in a day. The potential of Pokemon crossbreeding featuring Neck Punch is part 1 of the crossbreeds. That didn't do super well when it came out. The second one did do super well. But with those, it's like, okay, now I need to brainstorm and come up with like 9 to 11 Pokemon ideas. They're all in depth. I need to explain all of them, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of effort that goes in. Second one of those did really well. I remember on Twitter while I was editing that second one, I said, if this doesn't do well, I might step back from doing long form content. But then it did do well. At the same time, I was doing the Spectacular Starter Summer Fake montage, which, as of now, only has 10,000 views. It's 4 months ago when that came out. 5 months. That was August when that came out. So that's over 4 months ago. I don't know what YouTube's talking about. So it's like, if you take the time put into it versus the amount of people that see it, that's kind of what threw me off a bit. Subscriber count is going up and up and up. By the way, hello Niall. We're just chatting shit. So subscriber count kept going up and up and up. Then it was my channel anniversary, so I did the out of context video. Then Halloween happened, did my fears into Ultra Beasts. That did pretty well. Then Phantom of every type did very well. So I was like, fuck yeah. So then I'm like, okay, we've gotten loads more subscribers now. I upload the November fake montage, and it absolutely nuked the floor. It bombed completely. And the November fake montage genuinely had me on the border of being a... it had me on the border of a mental breakdown. Because it was... That video is the most effort I've put into anything. And the problem is then I put in so much effort and there's no payoff. And then as well, a month after that, I had spent 2 or 3 months organizing the collab I did with with Neck Punch, Bludgeon, Ryoma, Tam, Tank, and Missy, and that absolutely tanked. So I'm like, what's the point of making long form content? Then we had the 100k, which is a joke, because I used to sing really badly on the channel. You can still find those videos if you look through my playlists. They're not called like singing videos, but they are within the loot block. Well, there's one within the loot block. You probably know where it is. So now it's this most recent video, which is like, I've taken every bit of advice I've been given that I've learned. It's like the intro to that video is less than 30 seconds. It just gets to the point like that. Every comment I've gotten on it has been like really supportive and stuff. It's like the editing's super funny, blah, 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 blah. But just people aren't watching it to the same degree that my subscriber count would inform, if that makes sense. So, and that video I've been thinking about since late 2021. I have a notebook with me. Around the time when I was doing my collab with Bludgeon with the Reggies, around that time was when I was starting that Pokemon of every type video. And then I was scripting it, and it was being scripted, and I had everything laid out. And then Gen 9 was announced, and I was like, oh my god. So I had to wait for that to come out to then work on it again. So like, for the amount of... That video has been an effort on my mind for over a year. You know? Whereas with a short, it's like, oh, I think about it, I do it. And then bang. It's like, amazing. You know? So... if people are subscribing for shorts and I like making shorts, I'm going to keep making shorts. Whereas with the long form videos, the music is so emotional. With the long form videos, I am losing the passion for them, but I think that that's okay because I'm still passionate about the shorts. I will be showing Fake Man in some shorts going forward, and I am very passionate about the community that I've made. I don't think there's anybody in the community who's like, oh, deadbeds. Okay, to put it blatantly, there are people who have said, people have said that I could make like a documentary about Venezuela and they would still watch it. Because it comes down to me as a person, as opposed to like, oh, I make good Fake Man. And I will still try and make Fake Man. I do like making Fake Man. It's just the amount of effort to do a long video about them doesn't pay off. And so I'm going to try that thing. I'm going to try and make a short based on that last video I made. Upload it, and I'm going to see if that does anything to boost the thing. And yeah, accuse me of algorithm chasing, whatever. I have 100 fucking K subscribers on YouTube. I need to do that. Because what, like, if I have the platform, I should try and use it to its most effective, you know? Sorry, that was kind of a rant. It's not a lot I can, it's not a lot of people in my daily life I can say that to, because they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, my stupid Pokemon videos on the internet don't get enough views. But like, I am very happy, you know, even when they get viewed, when people engage with my content is what makes me the happiest. Or they're like, oh, I like this, or they're like, I didn't like this, you know, because then I can be like, thank you, or your loss, or skill issue, you know. But if I uploaded a video that got like, if this video with like 8,000 views had no if the video had no views, or if it had 8,000 views but no comments, then I'd be like, what the hell? How about making speed paints or teaser shorts for upcoming vids? Yeah, I've seen True Green 7 do that. I guess a teaser might be the right way to do it. That last video was down to like a hairpin. It had to come out on the 28th. So I had it done on the 27th. So I didn't really have time to like think about it. But doing teaser trailers isn't a bad idea. Let's say fucking teaser trailer shorts. That's not a bad idea at all. I really enjoyed the new video. I just think it wouldn't be exactly clear it's about the first of every orientation of the type combinations from the title and the thumbnail. Question mark in brackets. So apprehensive. So I do get it, but the idea is... The whole idea is like... That whole segment of the video is kind of a mystery, I guess. So it's just going off like, oh, the first firefighting type is Combuskin, and then the first flying dragon type is Dragonite. First electric type is Pikachu. First rock type Sudowoodo. But it's after you like finish grass, you're like, wait a minute, their type combination, because it like very quickly we skip over like Phantump and Deerling, and then you're kind of like, what's this? And then it's the raid sponsorship. So yeah, you might have left. And then it goes to water. Then you see like Surskit and Omnite skipped over, and they're like, what's happening? And then it's after fire. Then I explain the concept. So, or like the full concept. So it's like it is always a learning experience is the thing as well. I wouldn't know how to change the thumbnail and title to be more effective as well. Because like in the thumbnail, it's first Pokemon of every type. Electric, you see Pikachu. Firefighting, you see Blaziken. Even though it's Combuskin, but they're the same line. And then Flying Dragon, you see Noivern. And then behind it, it has like the Dragonite. with the question marks. I don't really like that you say to subscribe in the middle of the video. Well, I'm not the only person who's ever done that. And it was 20 seconds out of the whole 29-minute video. And also there was no, like, it was like... And also I mistimed it, which, I'm like, we're halfway through the types. Which we were not. After Bug would have been halfway through the types. But look, I've never done it before, so it's worth testing to see if it works. Because I've heard other YouTubers say that if you actually ask people to subscribe, they do subscribe. And with the long video as well, you need to try and keep the engagement up. Because that's like 12 minutes into a half-an-hour video. Every single time I mention the length, I always add on a minute. I personally thought it would be because Noivern being... Yeah, like, I think Noivern with the fucking typical red arrow pointing to it kind of gives... And then you have first every type, so... Because I feel like if the title was something like the first Pokemon of every type orientation, then people are... Then kids are like, what the fuck does orientation mean? That scares me. Yeah. I could call it the first Pokemon of every type combo, but then it also includes solo types, so I don't know if that would count, or like people be like, he's got a type combo, blah, 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 blah. People get fucking hysterical about the smallest details. That thumbnail has changed 3 times with it. It was way busier the first iteration. Because sometimes you make a thumbnail and you're like, oh, this works, and then you see the video's out and then there's the pressure and I'm like, wait a minute, the thumbnail's horrible. So I had to change it immediately. Teaser trailer shorts. And I'm gonna write before. Because I would usually do them afterwards. Which I'm going to do with the first types. Because again, here's the thing. Even if you don't like me saying subscribe in the middle of the video, it was 20 seconds. Because I don't like when... I don't like it when at the start of videos, people are like, oh, before we get started today, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. You can unsubscribe whenever you want. I'm sure that quote came from Dream, and now everybody says it, and everybody shows the graph. And everybody shows the graph because I assume it works. So then I'm like, hey guys, you can subscribe, here's the graph. Anyway, you know, it's very quick. I know it's not that quick, but I tried my best to make it as quick as possible. And I was fairly reasonable. You know, I'm like, hello, you watching the video. Because here's the thing. Not everybody has been subscribed to me for that long. New people watching the video haven't even been... that might be their first video they've ever watched to me. Which there have been people that they've left comments. They've been like, I don't know who you are, but this is fucking hilarious. So, me kind of stopping to engage with like a new person, I'm like, hi, I do see you. Do you want to subscribe? Because I'm like, if you've watched this far, you are probably enjoying yourself. So why not subscribe? Because I will be making more content. I just say it very quickly. And then I'm like, here's the graph. Because one, it's a funny poke at how everybody does it, and I do it in like 2 seconds. But if you actually look at the graph, it's insane, because the majority of my viewers are shorts viewers and not subscribed to me. My graph is like a 95.5 to a 4.5 split. Only 4.5% of my viewers are subscribed to me, which is absolutely ridiculous in the grand scheme of things. So if I want to ask people to subscribe in the middle of the video, I'm going to do that. Feels desperate having them towards the middle or end gives people an idea of the content you made, and then they can make a decision based on what they saw. Yeah, I do get it. For me as well, just because it's such a long video, I'm like, hi. And again, it's only 20 seconds. So, I don't think it's absolutely sacrilegious. If I do a sponsor during a short, that will be sacrilegious. I usually don't ask people to subscribe at the end of videos, but I might try it. I hate when people ask you to subscribe at the start of a video, though. No, whatever you think about the middle of the video, asking people to subscribe at the start, I'm like, dude, I haven't even watched your fucking video yet. I don't know you. But I think at the end, I could do it like, hey, I could do the exact same thing, or like, hey, if you made it this far, why not subscribe? So, yeah, I'll probably just do it at the end of videos now. But hey, it's a learning experience. I've seen other people do it, so. Anyway, Birdkeeper Toby did it, like, in his video. I'm very sure he did it in his theory video with SB Juju. So teaser trailer for shorts. So these two haven't been on my list. These last two I just did. So let me go back to the list I have. 6. I'm drawing white in a white background. That does indeed say 9 fake man. You can't read it at all. Oh, my stream is really lagging. Oh, no, it's not lagging. It's just lagged for me for some reason. Can I get a different background here? I know I can. I don't know. I'm questioning it. Why are you so dark? Or not dark, I suppose. Classic DBS Spyro Skybox background. Okay. 9 fake man. They are for a short. Don't cry about it. But that's the thing. I'm still making the fake man. And then you can, like, talk about them in the comments. Because the thing is, these 9 aren't incredibly deep. But they have been on my mind for a while. So I would like to get them done. As well, I should mention it. So if we bring back up the shorts kind of schedule thing. So where it's like short video, short video, short video. Ideally, any sort of trailer or long form video teaser will not replace a weekly short. You'll get 2 shorts in 1 week. One will just be a segment of a big video. Because I feel like if you're already watching the long form stuff, then just getting a video that's a section of that is kind of like, because those videos are the short teasers will literally be made to get my shorts viewers to watch my long form content. If I go on my shorts feed, my Fears Turn into Ultra Beast one has 450,000 views. The Crossbreed one has 820,000 views. At the end of those shorts, when it does the slap, it says, check out my long form content. But it's not a short saying to subscribe. That would be like, hey, I make long... I have been tempted to make a short that says, hi, short feed. You don't know that I make long form content, but I do. Go watch it. But it's just giving... Because here's the thing. If you're only on the shorts feed in YouTube, I don't think you see anything else. Even if you subscribe to somebody, it comes up in the shorts feed like TikTok. It will not show them regular videos unless they go into like their regular video feed. Which if you're using the shorts feed, you probably don't. So it's me like battling the system that YouTube has put in place. And I know that they don't see the long form videos because they don't watch them. So I don't know. The brain off. No, it's off. Yeah. Fuck. Like, that's a whole other thing as well, where you can't set your thumbnails with shorts. So if I look at my shorts again, it's like, oh, which one is the Bug Dragon one? And it's like, oh yeah, it's the one with fucking Ken Sugimori's face. It's like, what does that mean? Bye, Welch. I'll I'll probably be on for maybe another hour. Yeah, like a lot of my shorts thumbnails are just absolutely vile. Like the Quaxley's a squid one is like Wiglet and Quaxley mid transition, so they look all like merged together, and then Fuecoco's still a horse is just a really bad quality image of Crocodile. What if Pokemon could crossbreed as Michael Rosen's face distorted? And then two of them are me. And then apparently the Pokemon that can evolve via man-made items one, it used to be Scizor. Now it's just an empty background. Like, very few of them have a thumbnail. Like, the Pokemon Fusions, the Cosmic Confusion Part 2 is Vespiquen. It's like, that is the last Pokemon I would have put in the thumbnail for that video. The two Ghost Rock type ones and the Droppy one kind of work, but like, it is so stupid. Hey, Peter, it's so stupid. Okay, anyway. So what I'll write here is between weekly shorts. So these, let's call them promos, I suppose. Because, hey, if you liked a recent video of mine, wouldn't you want other people to watch it? They should allow you to give shorts proper thumbnails. Exactly, like, I have thumbnails made for a lot of the early shorts because you were allowed to set them, but they never displayed properly. So I think if you link any of the earlier shorts to a different website or like Discord or anything, it'll show the right thumbnail. But then it just became a thing where it's like, no, we can't. I'm going to show you the message that it says. I'm going to switch channel. Let's hope that this doesn't ruin. Why do I have over 9? Oh, yeah. I was like, why do I have so many notifications? And then I realized I put up a community post saying which Pokemon is the stupidest name. So that would be why. I do like community posting on YouTube as well. It's quite funny. Now that the my bootleg Paldea Pokedex series is done. And like, even though I said immediately, I was like, I'm trying to avoid spoiling anything. People are like, what the fuck are you talking about? So then I just stopped explaining that I was trying to spoil anything. And I'm just like, yeah, this is stupid. People are like, oh. They're like, oh, it's Fire Duck Magmar? And I'm like, no, Fire Duck is Oricoria. Why am I doing... Oh, yeah, okay. So if I go into YouTube Studio... And if I go into content, and I go to my most recent short, which is the one coming out on Saturday... You get... this. Thumbnail. For now, you can't change the thumbnail on your short. And that's all you don't even have an option to set it. Whereas, I used to have an option to set it. It wouldn't display properly on YouTube. But it would still, it would display properly on other websites. But then, I don't know. It's genuinely baffling. I don't know why it's a thing. Anyway. This has been a nice chat. Let's keep going. 9 Pokemon. Or Fake Man. So, this is funny that this is number 7, because it wasn't number 7. I trolled everyone a long time ago on stream. I'm gonna see if I can find which stream it was. It may have just been a DBS and Chill one. Graphic design is my passion. Is it graphic design is my passion? Julie, that I can have on screen. Yes, it is. Okay. So I went on stream, absolutely trolled everybody. I said, hey guys, I need to design a new Pokédex layout for my videos. But what it actually was is I was designing a Pokédex layout because I was going to be on True Green 7's 4 artists. Now, I did design a Pokédex layout, and I do want to use the Pokédex layout. The problem is, the Pokédex layout I designed for that stream, or that video, I fucking hate. So I want to do a new Pokédex layout for long-form videos. Maybe something that could also double into shorts. So, you know, like if you have a website on you know, if you have a window for YouTube on like your computer, if you shrink it down to a certain size, it'll go into like the mobile aspect ratio. Something like that. I want like a fun kind of Pokédex page that I can just have up that I don't have to worry about. Ideally, it would match the stream. I'm trying to like be consistent in a lot of things. So, yeah, so I might do that. I might do that on stream. Because if you watch the 4 artist series, the Pokédex, it's like within a hexagon and then there's a circle, and I'm like, it should just be a circle. Every Pokédex layout is a circle. And do you know why it's a circle? Because Pokeballs are circular. I was like, oh, I'm going to make it a hexagon because I'm built differently. Just make it a circle. Just make it a circle. I need to make a Pokédex layout. All my fake ones are just on solid backgrounds that represent their primary type. I don't know if you need to make one. Ideally, what I do is just have them on no background. I do want to remake my whole Instagram. You know, actually, I'm gonna... put Ig here as well. So I'm not in love with my Instagram layout. Not layout, but speaking of Instagram layouts, pet peeve moment. But I'll just grab a screenshot of my Instagram. Why did that like cut off the side of his head? There we go. So like the whole so the background never changes, then there's like this weird box that has like a gradient between the two type colors with like a weird overlay thing here, so the bottom type color is never properly represented. It almost always just fades into white. So then as well, like the names sometimes just run off the end of the box here, and then the types aren't even lined up with anything, you know? They're just there. So do I ever want to be on True Green 7's 4 artist series? Dude, I was on True Green 7's 4 artist series. I'm gonna... Are we not in the loop anymore? So yeah, I would like to make oh, again. Oh yeah, for sure. It was... I know it sounds obvious, but it's like when you actually talk with people that you watch on YouTube as people, you're like, oh my god. We're the same person, pretty much, because you both like Pokemon, you both make videos. Like, genuinely, the fact that if I think about the fact that I was in, like, a 4-way call with True Green 7, subjectively Jack, and subjectively Claire, like, that's insane. That is absolutely fucking insane. I did record my reaction when he initially contacted me, and I was like, holy fuck. That night was the weirdest. I got genuinely dizzy. But it's funny now, so... Like, I've talked to the guy. It's like when Toby first messaged me on Twitter, I was like, holy fuck! But I'm just like, they're just dudes. They're just dudes making videos. And I'm a dude making videos, so... it lines up. You know what, actually? This definitely isn't a 9. This is more than a 9. If I do some quick maths... which I can't do right now. I'm just gonna say many. I'm gonna say like 12 plus. Put fake man on my brain again. Okay, so new Pokedex layout. Oh, okay, so this is a big one. The very channel that we are on. And I'm going to open this up to Discord. I'm going to do a listen up poll at some point. I am not... And you'll know this, because this channel wasn't always called DBS. It used to be called Deadbed instead. I'm not super in love still with the name. So I am thinking about changing it again. So we're going to call this rebrand. Stream channel. I have like 4 things in mind. Obviously, I'm open to suggestions. One of the things is a suggestion by Lime from ages ago, which is if the main channel is called Dead Bedspread, the streaming channel should be called Live Bedspread. I think that one's kind of funny. Then it could also just be like Dead Bedspread Live, or DBS Live, or DBS Streams. But then if it's down to DBS, people are going to be like, oh, it's Dragon Ball Super, or any other DBS acronym thing. Then I'm like, I can either keep it as DBS. The issue with DBS is if it's not capitalized the way it should be. Even though, yeah, at the bottom of the stream, it's all capitalized. And it's DEEBSSS. Like, that's just a lot. I can say it because I've looked at it for so long. But if you're typing it out, you'll just write DBs, you know? It's the triple E is really, it's fucky, you know? So, it's keep it the way it is, go back to Deadbed instead. We have options, but I think I would like to change it, and we're gonna write Live Bedspread. Oh, hello, dude. We're gonna say third time lucky. Just Live Bedspread. I think Live Bedspread is the best one. But it's also just... because I think the thing for me jumping off of Deadbed instead was I wanted the acronym to still be DBS. Obviously then, Live Bedspread is LBS. Does that mean anything? Does that have any weird connotations? Pounds, I guess? So yeah, and I'm not doing that right now, so like there's no pressure. This is the chill stream after all. I want to redo my channel banner. So this one now is just like... this one is just so nothing, you know? I realized you never joined my Discord, so you did that. Well, hello, BH. Your profile says Happy Halloween. So redo banner. So what is my banner at the moment? It is so simplistic. So bear with me, 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 bear with me. Arr, I'm a bear. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. So obviously this changes depending on the aspect ratio, if you're looking at it on a phone or whatever. Happy Halloween to me too. Happy Halloween! Okay, so that's my channel banner. I think if you're on mobile, you only see like this. And then desktop gives you that, and then on a TV will give you the rest of the sky. But honestly, everything outside of this is relevant. It's very lazy, so on mobile you can't see the avatars. This avatar is old, so yeah, it needs to be updated on that alone. But then it's vids and stuff. Like, I do make Pokemon vids and stuff, but I'm pretty sure, you know, I should do shorts. Shorts should be in there somewhere. I like the and stuff because it doesn't tie me down to doing Pokemon, even though I am very much in my Pokemon era. There's more to the banner on the TV. It's just the sky. There's nothing hidden. And like the top of the logo here. But yeah, if you're on a TV, it shows the whole banner. So I'm thinking, like, do I want to hide stuff? And I'm gonna grab another banner that I might want to take inspiration from. Close friend of the channel. Now this one is super busy. So maybe probably not to the same extent. Because my buddy Neck Punch literally included every single fucking fake mon sprite he's ever made into one banner. I think it works for him. But I would like to have some sort of hide an Easter egg that only TV viewers can see, and that'd be funny. Down the bottom of it, hang on. Down the bottom of it, so let's say, like, this is here, and then you have your TV screen. And I'll be like, why are you... I'll be like, why are you watching YouTube on your television, you freak? I think that'd be funny. So yeah, I'd like to maybe include, like, you know, Dread Spread, some fake mon in there. Without it being incredibly busy. But... definitely, I think shorts definitely need to be added in there. Because they were honestly kind of a fluke, but I do really like making them, and I think I'm good at making them too, so... if I can be completely honest with you guys, and I usually am completely honest, I don't know when it was. It was definitely after I had uploaded 2 shorts. So my first 2. And you will know if you watch my shorts. The first one blew the fuck up. And it wasn't immediate, actually. It took about a month for it to actually get going. It only had a few thousand views for like a month. So, after about a month of me having a short, and then I put up the second one, I got an email from like a shorts community manager. And they were like, hey, we'd love to invite you to a group where we can like talk about shorts and shit. And I'm like, that sounds pretty cool. But also I'm like, this sounds kind of fishy. But it was very real. So I went to that anyway, and it was basically like a Zoom call with a lot of like small YouTubers, and all of these people were invited in based on like their shorts potential, blah 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 blah. And then at the end, people are like, "Oh, share your channels if you want to." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Let's see what people are doing." There was like another guy in there doing Pokemon stuff. But when I looked at every other channel, all their shorts only had like a few thousand views. My shorts at this stage both had over 1 million. So I'm pretty confident that I can say that I am good at doing shorts. Because I think I got the formula down pretty much instantly. Because what I noticed from the first one is when people comment, they're all commenting about different jokes. And with shorts on YouTube, you cannot rewind them. So if you want to see a joke again, you have to watch the short again. But then the payoff is the short is really short. So you can get back to that joke easier. And then if it's packed with jokes, you get more jokes on the way back to the joke that you were already wanting to see again. So that's kind of my advice. I don't know why I'm giving shorts advice. Do as much as possible in as little. It's basically efficiency, productivity out the wazoo. You get a lot done in a very short space of time. Because if I did a short where it's like, I'm going to talk, but like you're done, you're gone. They have moved on, you know. Whereas it's just like, if you like the short and watch it in your liked videos playlist, you can rewind. Watch it in your liked video. Well, like you can just start it again. I know, because you put can and could in asterisks. I assume you just start it again. Though there is sometimes shorts do play just as normal videos, depending on like the browser or something. Typically you cannot rewind them, so it's good shit. So I'm wondering like if YouTube implements some sort of like rewind feature, will my views suddenly skyrocket to the ground? Skyrocket to the ground. You absolute fart merchant. Plummet was the word I was looking for. And also what I need to do is 10 is update stream starting soon screen. I could just call that quadruple S, but I wouldn't. I would look back and I'd be like, what the fuck is SSSS? Ground anti-jump. So now it's just a question of what takes priority in this bunch. I feel like I'm missing something as well. Yeah, so like I have 2 shorts that I want to record this week, which will either be, I don't think it'll be today. I might get them written today, or like finished writing them. One of them I just found that I've had written for ages, and I was like, oh my god, that's the fun thing about shorts as well. I can kind of just write down the bullet points, then I forget about it, and then I find it like a month later, and I'm like, oh my god, incredible. I just saw it, Lux. If you don't know why I'm laughing, go over to fan art in the Discord. God damn. I can't look at him. I'm gonna pop him on screen right now. Baba Booey. Oh, do I make that? It's perfect for an emote. Do I make it an emote? So I have space for emotes. And I don't have like a Chad. Fuck. Fuck it, let's make it an emote. Where's my emote? Where is my emote Photoshop file? Because I have it, it's the right size and everything, so I just have to throw stuff in there and then it becomes... Obviously, with your permission. That's the weird thing. Okay? Because I was just about to ask for your permission, as you said, you have my permission. Fan art is a weird thing. Because it's like, that wouldn't exist if my shit didn't exist. But then that comes down to like, oh, Disney owns every creation. Yep, so that was kind of weird to me. So I am sorry. I did have a feeling you wouldn't mind though. So as you said, it's your magnum opus. God damn it. Of course, that's the last thing that's in here. Okay, let's see. Save. No, I need to open it in browser because Discord's weird for me. Save image. We need to go into my fan art folder. We're going to call that looks. My stupid glove hit the wrong thing. So let's pop you in. Here's a question for anybody in chat. Do you remember what video got you to subscribe to the channel? So I know there's some of y'all that have been here since before I even hit 1,000. This music is so emotional. Guys, like... What's happening? Like, look at the screen, listen to the music. I'm gonna make this even better. Redesign started fake, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be brutally honest with everyone. That video is me trying to emulate subjectively. So ideally, I would like to do that again, but more me, you know? Because in that video, I am very, very calm. Which isn't the... And that's also why I like shorts, because I can get fucking outraged for 50 seconds. And then it's just there. And the most, I need to get this fucking screen. My stream keeps lagging for me, so you guys are ahead of me sometimes. You're in the future. Bananas. Let me save this. What was I saying? Do I call this Chadword? Yeah, what do I call it? Do I just call it Chad? Chadword? Buff Chatter? I will leave that up to you guys. But, Fucking hell. Not my brain. It just doesn't. It doesn't work. I think this also has to be an ADHD thing where I just can't focus on one fucking thing for any given time. The redesigning starter videos is very subjectively oriented. I think I could do the same thing where I am explaining the same pace and I get everything at the same rate, but I just induce a little bit more rage. The other thing I want to finally figure out in 2023 is video backgrounds, because I have never been happy with the backgrounds to my videos. I don't have like a set thing. I've jumped from like the weird TV screen that's an off-brand subjectively thing to then the Spyro skyboxes, then back to the weird TV gradient to whatever. The Pokemon video, the typing video I did like, but that was very like, I took a lot of inspiration from like True Green 7 when he like puts the fake man in their environment for that. Giga Chatter. Okay, that's it. Oh, Lima's already gotten chatter there, so we're going to be ready for Giga Chatter to show up. The scan lines are very weird when you're doing any sort of transition, because they all bend and morph weirdly. Ideally, I'd like something that's animated. Not like crazy, like blah, 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 like a subtle kind of moving thing. Like actually Ray and subjectively have like those just shapes that go across the screen. Those are kind of nice, but I'm trying to think something that I could make me, you know? Blurred Pokemon gameplay. That's just like the default thing I do if I can't think of anything to put in the background. I want something me though. And it's not something you guys are going to be able to answer probably. Where the fuck? I need to clean my PC so badly. Not even clean it, just organize it. Because everything is everywhere, dude. It's crazy. Also, at some point when I like figure out how to do it, I'm going to start boosting the server. And now you all have access to Giga Chatter. Sorry for the ping looks, but I am big on credit. What's up, Pink? Blurred Spyro gameplay. We're just chilling. I just added a new emote to the Discord. How many chatter emotes can we get? A chatter of every type. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. So I have like things. I had like a Can we fucking not do that? Jesus. People say that fucking wildest shit in my Discord, and I'm reaching my fucking limit on it, dude. Stunfisk of every type is gonna be a suggestion for like a year. Turn the Cookie Monster into an emote. Why? Yeah, so the I'll bring up the list. I have like a document called video ideas, which is basically where I just store everything. See, there are 3 things I have in this list. One of them is here, which is create a character / persona to read ads. Ideally with ad somewhere in their name. So even at the end of the ad read in the last video, I go like, it's like, oh, Dib Bitsford does ads now. And I'm like, yes, I have added my name twice. Which is a joke I only realized I've never realized that before. I got sponsored and I'm like, wait a minute, this is perfect. Promote subscribing is another one. So I'll see how that works at the end of videos. I've just seen people do it in the middle, so that's why I did that. So I'm sorry if it irked anybody. And the last one is don't take 2 minutes to introduce a video, which I absolutely did not do. Like a video came up. I've been noticing this so much more in videos. I don't know who the guy is who regularly collabs with M&J TV. I think it's Pokemon 7 who does the challenge runs. A video came up and I didn't watch the whole thing, but literally in the video is like, we're playing Pokemon and this is what we're doing, and it just that was it. Then you're just in the video, and I feel like that's just a better way to do things. Whereas then subjectively has an audience based on what they do. And I was watching what video was I watching them do? It was one of his most recent videos, and it was literally like 8 or 9 minutes into the video before he showed off anything to do with Fake Man. Like, he was just talking for ages. But with Jack, it's like he knows enough what he's talking about. And I know a lot of stuff too, but I don't know if I'm that engaging to have a presence for 9 minutes before I start talking about shit. So yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of shit to do. Why don't I draw some Fake Man? That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Buppa Booey. I'm gonna keep the sky background, I like it. Ooh, I'm wondering what could be funky is if I, like, do, like, a green screen effect with Photoshop. So let's say, for instance, on stream... So what I would see would be this, okay? And then while I'm drawing, it would still be like the... Fucking up. Where are my layers? So I could be drawing whatever. But what I'm sure in OBS you can key out colors. So just remove the green. Maybe you can't. I'd have to check it. But if I could somehow just get like a fun animated background by my drawing, I think that'd be really cute. I would definitely look into that. But that's for now. Like, imagine this skybox, but like just very slowly. It's just kind of moving. Way smoother than that. And a lot less dark as well. I'm full of ideas. And I'm going to draw an idea that's been on my mind for a while. And I'm not going to explain it to you guys. So talk to me about anything else. Let me open my book. My book of sketches. That's the Viper and Zangoose that are Irish. But Zangoose is based on St. Patrick and kills the Viper. What? Bananas. Also, I have gotten my inspiration for my... I'm going to do a short on St. Patrick's Day. Because I have the power and the view count to educate the world that it is St. Paddy's Day, not St. Patty's Day. I must do my due diligence. Let me find the... Okay, there we go. We drawn some nasty boys. And just kidding, it's not a fake... Well, it is a fake man. Our regional form is still a fake man, isn't it? Who the fuck is that guy? Oh. Oh. I don't know if those come through, but like my neck is redonkulous. Does Lickitung have a lower jaw? Or does its face just transition into its belly? Do you know what I mean? There's like no chin. Like this pattern here is really messing me up on that. If there's a little bit of a line there. See, that looks better immediately. Oh, that's freaking me out. And now these ones I will actually be rendering properly, so... I do want to give them some... element of... What the hell is going on with this leg? This leg is a solid shape, but then this one has a foot... What is Lickitung? He's so weird. If you watch my, naming every Pokemon from memory videos that I did in 2020, Lickitung was the last one from Gen 1. So I just don't associate it with Gen 1. But I don't associate it with any gen, really. It's one of those Pokemon I deadass forget exist. Because in Fire Red, you can't catch it. It's a trade only. I tried to use one as my main for BDSP as well, just because I wasn't having any fun with that game regardless. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna breed the perfect Licky. Okay, the head should be way back, because we're doing a big step. We're doing a big old stepperino. Yeah, I can get rid of that. We don't do any patterns yet. I don't know what the underside of Lickitung's foot looks like. Do we have any Lickitung foot experts in chat? What's Goodbye Pink? I don't know how long ago you sent that. Why do him stand like this? Hello, it's me. Mr. Blobby. Now auto-select Bane of my existence. Back again to cause chaos and do all sorts of other things. Does Lickitung's tail go all the way back to... Yeah, geez. This... My man says the longest tail in the game. Lickitung is a creature. That's crazy. But what I'm about to do to him is going to turn him into something else. Oh. Sorry if I'm talking much. I could stream and nobody could talk and it'd be absolutely fine. There's zero pressure. Now, obviously, if you want to engage, I won't stop you. Is Lickitung a frog? So, do you know how I just realized that Lickitung has no, like, lower jaw? I think I'm gonna use that to my advantage. We are getting a bit cursed today, by the way. And no, I will not apologize. What the fuck is this Lickitung a zombie? No, Lickitung needs fingers. But is he an iguanodon because he's got the spiky thumbs? Man, I wish I could still play piano. You know what? I don't wish I could still play piano. I wish I had the motivation to do it. To the drive to learn. I'm in like a big reframing my negativity stage of life. So instead of saying I don't have time, I say I have a lot on my plate right now. I'll do it later. Because I actually have all the time. I decide what I'm doing with all my time. Time is a man-made construct. And yes, it is limited. The music is so emotional for these kind of fucking conversations. And especially for what I'm drawing. Blah, blah, blah. What else do I got? What did I decide on? Paradox like a tongue back on its proto neoforms. Yeah, what did I do? I think I adjusted Machamp and Ambipom. But yeah, like on Twitter I don't get demotivated, but if you follow J Walnuts, JW Nuts, which you should because he's incredible. Well, Darren, I don't actually know if it is a he. The amount of fake man they post and the genius ideas that come with them, I'm like, how is that coming out of one human brain? Like, it's absolutely insane. Who the hell retweeted Machamp that's gotten us a lot of views? I'm just looking at my Twitter. Proto Kecleon. Yeah, I want to. What I'm doing right now isn't a proto or a neo form at all. But I won't reveal what it is because, as I said in the thing, it's for a video. Well, it's for a short. But it's kind of cool, kind of relevant. What a talent time. Okay, I'm gonna take a break from Photoshop just for a second. I'm gonna go over to my YouTube channel. You are still just gonna see this Lickitung right here. I'm gonna bring back up the list just so it's not like a vile Lickitung. Why are these on two different layers? This has to be a very recent piano thing because this song's only from last year. Okay, Dead Bedsword. I will say what I love is if I type in Deadbed. Let's see how. Okay, if I type in D-E-A. Yeah, it wouldn't be yet dead. Okay, if I do Dead B. Dead Bed. Okay, Dead Bedspread comes up if you type Dead B. And this is the first time I've ever seen it come up as one word. It's usually like Dead Bedspread Fake Man or something. So that's really fucking cool to see. Let's go over to community. So I said, which Pokemon do you think is the stupidest name? Here's a concept to explain my choice. And I showed off Flame Talon, the Paradox Talonflame, which we all saw on Discord earlier. So I just want to see if anybody has any funny answers to this. Which I'll react to live. Seal, but also Pidgey. And I see read it as Pigeon. Golem, Mr. Mime Rhyme Jr., and almost Regieleki. Regieleki could have been like Regice, or Regice, and been Regieleki. But it's jagged. The actual Golem Pokemon is Golurk and Golett, where the one called Golem seems off-putting. Regieleki. Reggie. Japanese name for Talonflame is something like Fire Arrow, or Fyra. Fire Arrow. But it's too close to Fira. I still think Talonflame is a ridiculous name. It's one of, if not the stupidest Pokemon names. Ninetales has never been a good name. Regieleki is the most blank with extra steps Pokemon I've ever heard of. Regispark, Regibolt, Regivolt, Regijolt, Regielectric. Reggie Electric, I think, is the best one. Everyone talks about Seal and Dugong, but Mr. Mime is right there. And then they went to Double Down and then Triple Down. Well, everyone is talking about the English names. I want to turn attention to the Japanese names thrown at some of Gen 1 Pokemon, like Kakuna being Cocoon, Pidgeotto being Pigeon, and the most egregious being Jolteon and Zapdos being Thunders and Thunders, respectively. But they're both Thunders? Somebody replied, like, genuinely, they didn't get the joke. They're like, why don't you call it Ash and Talon? And he looks the same, but ground flying, because now he's just starting to gain his fire type potential. So just Ash, aka ground based attack, you do for now. And I'm like, how about that's the joke that I just took Talonflame and put it backwards and it works as a Paradox name? All of the Paradox Pokemon had the stupidest names. Gotta give it to Psyduck, because it's not Psychic type. If I had to pick one off the top of my head, I'd go with Miltank. I think they say Milk Tank. That annoys me. Sandshrew, Sandslash, Haunter, Graveler, Talonflame are the most we didn't try names. Sandshrew and Sandslash are pretty good. Because with I know Sandshrew and Sandslash are like... They are also both words. But... There's like... Sandshrew. Like, it flows very... Talonflame. Like, there's... Talonflame doesn't flow. You have to think about it. Talonflame. Sandshrew. You don't have to think about Sandshrew or Sandslash. Falcon Bust. Golden Ghost should have been called Gulden. This is still better than Iron Julius, said somebody. Gumshoes. King Gambit, I think. I don't like King Gambit as a name either. At least it has a letter connecting the two words. But... There's a guy who keeps showing up in my comments who I don't think understands anything. Their channel name has Miraidon in it, and their profile picture is Miraidon, so it's one of those people who pretends like they are the Pokemon. And it's a comment saying, these Pokemon all have the stupidest names ever, and he replied being like, what about me? And it's like... And that wouldn't be weird. Except that it is weird. But when I did my poll for, like, Pokemon that ended with 99, he did the exact same thing. He's like, what about me? Because Miraidon wasn't on the poll. And I'm like, Miraidon doesn't end with the number 99 in the Pokedex. It ends with 100. So I think this guy just comments on every post about Pokemon, being like, what about me? That's not how you do marketing on YouTube, kids. Oh, hang on. I forgot that Ditto's name is literally just a word. But I think it works for what it is. You could have named it something cool like Crimson Arrow, but you picked Flame Talent. People aren't understanding the joke. I don't know why I try with people. It says Flame Talon, and then in brackets, and it says, because fuck you. Alolan, Sandshrew, and Sandslash names don't make sense. Oh, I was thinking about this. Okay, so there's the whole thing about Paldea is like, do you count the regional fakes, let's call them, the convergent evolutions, and the regional variants all as regional variants? Because the convergent Pokemon are different Pokemon. So you could take Toadscool and Wiglet and put them in any region, okay? Whereas to justify like Alolan Raichu being in Paldea, you need a whole other thing. So I'm wondering if they are replacing regional variants with convergent evolutions to allow those Pokemon to easily fit into new regions. Because think about it. If regardless of where Generation 10 is, there's going to be beaches and there's going to be mushrooms. So you can just plop those two in regardless of where they are. Yeah? So I was thinking of a thing, and I don't know if anybody's done it already, where you go back through all of the existing regional variants and you give them names as if they're new Pokemon. So, like, for instance, Exeggutor would be Exeggutor or something. Like, I know that's so shit, but you know what I mean. Like, giving them names that then they could be, like, different Pokemon in the Pokedex. Like, instead of Wooper, it's Pooper. Because Clodsire is already a different Pokemon. So, yeah, that's been a thought. A lot of Mr. Mime hate in this community post. One I saw earlier was Tortuga is bad because it's turtle mixed with Tortuga, which is Spanish for turtle, so it's just turtle. And Luke's your worst Pokemon name is Tauros. Picky Peck sounds like no effort went into it. It's a woodpecker. What the hell is this guy talking about? Chespin, they don't even spin. I like that one. Toxtricity. I think Toxtricity's name flows like a... Definitely Talonflame or Seal. Actually based post. Regieleki. Yeah, a lot of Regielekis. Surfetched, I saw, yeah. Kilowattrel. Nah, Kilowattrel's a good name. Alamamola's a good name. Don't know if you were given. Okay, loads of Seal. I think Seal is the one that people are agreeing is the worst named. Okay. Worst Pokemon name is Misty. That's not a Pokemon name. Okay, so let's go back to whatever the hell we were doing here. Speaking of Picky Peck, I'm going to draw something vile. Okay, hang on. Also, it is weird that Picky Peck... It's not weird that Picky Peck becomes Toucanon. But it's like, okay, now we don't have a Woodpecker fully evolved Pokemon. What do I need now? I need This is the worst thing I've ever Googled. Oh, it's a whole subreddit. I completely forgot about this. Where is my... It's naked, hairless Pokemon. Not quite. Lickitung is already naked. You can't make Lickitung more naked. So you remove its skin. I would love now if somebody joined the stream and they're like, what's happening? And nobody would be able to answer them. It's weird to me that Toucanon is not a fire type. Okay, so when it battles, its beak heats up. The temperature can easily exceed 212 degrees Fahrenheit, causing severe burns when it hits. With its beak, its eternal gas ignites, explosively launching seeds with enough power to pulverize boulders. Like it's a gun. They smack beaks with others of their kind to communicate the strength of number, tells each other they feel. I know it doesn't look like a fire type either. Oh, his tail fluff thing looks like an explosion. DBS, what are you drawing? I don't know. Toucanon was the Pokemon though that showed me that the Z move animations are really stupid for flying Pokemon. Because it just like does its whole Z move animation in its standing pose. And it's really stupid. Yes, I'm giving Toucanon really big arms. Why? That's for me to know and you to find out. What is this dude? I'm gonna give him a mohawk as well. Why not? Maybe I won't give him a mohawk. That looks stupid. Maybe his steam or fire coming off of his head. Okay, and I'll do one more. And then, yeah, okay. This is over an hour after I said I'd do another hour. But it's fun, because now, like, I feel like I've done everything. If people are watching this afterwards, hello, leave a comment. It's not like my streams get a bajillion views anyway, so, like, whatever. But, yeah, like, I might try doing some streams earlier on in the day. Because I do have fans in Australia, and I also have fans in the UK, even though the majority of my audience is American, so. Something for them every once in a while would be nice. I'm watching you, DBS. I see you sitting on a chair. I'm outside your window. How are you outside my window? There's a big plot twist in my window that you can't be outside it. I am looking for something specific. Yeah, there we go. I'm within my wall. You're either within the walls or outside the window. You gotta pick one. Whichever creeps me out more. I would love to kind of get a view of like someone who's doing like fake man art. Like a window through time of, let's say, somebody posting like an alternate type septile in like 2009, you know? And then people would be like, oh, you can't do that. That's so outrageous. But now it's like in the fake mon community, you can pretty much do anything. So I don't think there's anything that can't be a Pokemon. Because that's been my biggest kind of learning opportunity. You can say like, oh, I hate Intellion or I hate Eternatus, which I kind of do. But no amount of negativity on my end is going to change the fact that they are Pokemon. Also, yes, I'm turning Phalanx into bikers. But as for why, you'll never know. Do you know what I should do at the end of streams? I should recommend something that I've been watching. Or do you know what I might do? I might have like prompts that flash up like once every 5 minutes. So maybe there'll be something like it should be something like ask DBS who he's been watching recently, you know? Because I would love to kind of share. I don't know why I drew this guy so high up. Let's take you. Let's bring you down a bit. But yesterday, I caught up on Mr. Bonnie John's Pokemon XD&D series, which is honestly fantastic with the amount of effort he puts in. Because then I was like, that made me reconsider my whole presentation. I was like, what am... Because DBS is like a weird creature that lives in the internet void. Whereas like Bludgeon has like a workshop, you know. I'm just trying to think, is there anything I can be doing more? And yeah, there is. But it's just like figuring out what that is, yeah. Dead Bedspread draws tires that don't look like garbage challenge. Impossible. Okay, so there's Biker Phalanx. You'll see what that's about in like... a month, I guess. You're friends with Devil D, man. I don't know who that is. He drew Fake Oko as a horse, though, so I'm on board. He has my approval. Okay, realistically, I'm gonna bounce now, because I am fairly... I'm shattered, honestly. I didn't get a lot of sleep. Did some border updates though. Has the fire on the logo been distracting at all, or is it kind of like... I don't think it's horribly distracting. I'm gonna make the video bigger and see, can I make this properly? So I don't know if it's wiggling on screen. Yeah, it seems fairly still. I just put it up to 1080p there. It seems pretty good. So yeah, I am gonna bounce. Kind of had a nice chat with y'all. I'll try and do this more often, just during the day, because now like I can. I'm gonna bring my dog for a walk, and eat dinner, and write some shorts, and yes, I'll think about the thank you Lux for the promo idea before the videos come out. That was not a bad shout at all. So yeah, I will see you guys later. I was hoping to save this. There's like nobody here, so I'll do it for you guys now. I think it'll be a fun note to end on. Usually when we stream later, just due to time differences, Tank Runner does show up. And if you say Tank Runner 3 times, bad things happen. So I probably shouldn't say... probably shouldn't say Tank Runner again. Oh god. Oh no, my logo. Hang on. The joke is ruined. Hang on. Wait a sec. Wait a second. Hang on. So, what happens if you say Tank Runner 3 times? Tank Runner, Tank Runner, Tank Runner.
Hello everybody, my name's Tank Runner. I am hijacking the channel. This is mine now. This is a hostile takeover. I did not record a different intro. Dad has to use this one, so check the mate.